Hello there. Good morning. This is Fixed Signs Tarot. My name is Mara, and at the moment we're going to do Cancer, a shadow reading. Try and delve into some of Cancer's here. The shadow that Cancer is trying to reject. The shadow that Cancer is rejecting. What is the shadow that Cancer is rejecting? All my reads are timeless. I try not to date them, other than when I put them in there. What is the shadow that Cancer is rejecting? Action. All right. Clarify this action. Let me read the thingy first. Where is it? Beginning, moving into new territory, cutting to the chase, being a hero, feeling the call to action, and thoughtfully respond. So you're afraid of taking action, you're afraid of moving, you're afraid of starting something. What is this thing that Aries is afraid to take action on? Oh my, that's way too many there. Yeah, way too many. What is this thing that Aries is afraid to take action on? How is the shadow affecting Aries taking action? How is the shadow affecting Aries in its ability to take action? Take this one. The Star. Hope. It's you've got hope for a situation, but you're afraid to take action, and because you've been hurt before, you've gotten your hopes up too high and you've had them crash back down, and you're afraid to hope again. Maybe starting a new family, getting in touch with your emotions. Maybe you want to start therapy. You're afraid of it. You get your hopes too high because you think that it'll solve all of your problems. You want to start a new family, maybe? You've got hopes, or that you hope that your problems and your family problems will be solved by going to therapy. But you've gone to therapy before and it didn't fix all of your problems before, so you're worried about it. Or maybe you want to get into a new relationship, but you're afraid because your last one didn't work out well. Or you have really traumatic childhood and you don't want to, this King of Cups was overly emotional. This male energy was overbearing and overpowering, but it isn't upright. Or so maybe you're looking for somebody who matches the King of Cups energy, and you're hoping, you're afraid that you won't find anybody who is capable of matching this energy. You're afraid this person doesn't exist, and so you're afraid to get your hopes up. Oh, why are you rejecting this hope? Why is Cancer rejecting hope? Or some people see work as their family and they want to change jobs, but they're afraid that why is Cancer rejecting it? Why is Cancer rejecting the hope? Oh, that Ascendant card just keeps coming out. I think it's because I'm doing shadow reads, and a lot of us, it has to do with our entrance into life, our birth, our public image, and the way that people see us. And whenever we come into the world, it has to do with our family and how we were raised. But I'll read it for you. Sorry, I am doing this in the morning, and my allergies are really bad in the morning, so my voice can be kind of funky. Sorry about that. Take a look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. Like I said, it all, look carefully at the signals you send off. Do they match your intent? Do you say you're fine when you really need a hug? Are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when really you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project onto the world and take responsibility for how you are seen. The Ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you are asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference. So again, this you're rejecting hope because of the way that people will see you. If you're hopeful, maybe you're surrounded by a whole lot of sarcastic people who are Debbie Downers and will just naysay everything that, you know. For instance, I started this channel and I'm worried about what my friends will think of me for it. I'm worried that they won't support it, or they will support it, and that kind of thing. I'm worried that they'll think I'm crazy. Because I have done tarot readings with my friends since high school, and they hated that I did them because they were always correct. And it made them very uncomfortable. I hope that they will back me up. I hope that they will support me, but because they were afraid of it, I'm definitely worried that they will support it. And not liking videos or watching them, but just, you know, verbal support, the emotional support, So why is Cancer rejecting this? They're worried about the action. The Knight of Wands. They're afraid of how they'll be seen. They're afraid of the action that it will need to that they'll need to take. Cancer's worried about the energy, maybe the amount of energy that it will take. Do they have it? Are they able to do it? The physical aspect of it, maybe there's something you have hope for your basement being cleaned out, but you know the amount of energy that it will take. Do you have that kind of energy? Will there be somebody who comes in to help you? Let's see here. How is this showing up? How is this how is this hope showing up? And hope can show up in so many ways, but how is it showing up in Cancer? I am only taking the facing, this one. No, I'll go ahead and take this one. The abundance of your community. You're definitely concerned about people supporting you. This is just confirming everything, showing that you're definitely worried about who will be there for you, who won't be there. Will they be there for the long haul? Or are they just there for the short term? Are they just going to rush in and do little things, or are they actually there for the distance? I'm only taking the top card. 9 of Cups. Once you're independent, will they leave? Or are they only there because you're going to become independent and they want to sponge off of you? The Hierophant, the structure. You're hoping that they will be able to give you structure, or they are hoping to get structure from you instead of building their own structure. You're hoping that they'll be your structure, but they haven't given you structure before. So you don't have any hope, or your hope is waning. All right. What can the shadow teach Cancer? What can the shadow teach Cancer? What can the shadow teach Cancer? The journey, progressions, how to move on, when to move on. Oh, progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of karmic fate, to your soul's journey. Your present situation may not make sense in the short term because it has more to do with big karmic patterns and how those intersect with the karmic patterns, the world's progress, and less to do with your daily existence. Stand back and look at your life's journey. Think of the years you engaged with the world and the years you needed time for more personal work. Consider making a timeline or painting this landscape to see where you are in those big sweeping patterns. This situation may feel fated, but the outcome is not predestined. Though you may feel uncomfortable, you always have a choice about how you respond and where you go. If you keep hope, if you keep hoping and you keep switching, you will meet the people that you are destined to meet. It may only be for a moment, it may be for a season, it may be for life. However, we are supposed to meet those people. And how we meet them depends on the lessons that we've learned already, and the lessons and how we show up in the moment. But to do that, you have to have hope. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep progressing. If you stop, then you will never meet the people that you're supposed to meet. You'll never come across them. I mean, you will, but you won't show up fully. You will show up as, you know, someone else. You're not being your true self. You're not being your true authentic self. You're not going after the things that you want. You're not going after the things that you dream of. And if you don't do that, then you will not meet the people that you're supposed to meet in this lifetime to get to the goals that you wanted to. That you came here for a purpose, and whatever that purpose is, it requires you to have hope. It requires you to take leaps of faith. And that's some scary shit. How you can integrate it. So how can Cancer integrate this shadow? How can Cancer integrate this shadow? Well, I'm going to take this one since it's sticking out. Change. Uranus. Card number 25. Up. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach or a new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of diverse seeds, water them all, see what grows robustly, and weed the rest later. Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of Uranian restlessness. So rather than just flailing about, look for the root cause and ask what change would actually solve the problem. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. If you are thrown a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Chaos can be an important catalyst, an unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows and propels you to transform. Become your most authentic, eccentric self. You are just what is needed. Uranus also encourages technical upgrades and a cutting-edge approach, whether that means acquiring new equipment or new skills. So maybe there's something that you need to learn. Going back to therapy, learn how to deal with these emotions, learn how to deal with what happened in your past. Learn new ways, learn new coping skills for when things don't work out your way. Learn new technology. Well, if you're my age, maybe learn how to use dating apps. Learn how to find new places that you can meet people. Show me more on this. how Cancer can integrate. Where do they need to change? King of Pentacles in reverse. No. I don't work with this deck often. It is one of my favorites, but I don't work with it often. I should probably work with it more. Let's see here. This is the inner self, the King of Pentacles. The daylight scene is much the same for this earthy king doesn't have many secrets. He is straightforward in his thinking and in his deeds. An ox stands nearby, symbolizing steadfast strength and the ability to take on hard tasks. Another watermelon is tucked away behind the throne. Perhaps he is saving it for himself, since there is enough for everyone. His castle is in the distance, across the rolling hills. Though there isn't much to learn from his inner self, we can learn a bit about his marriage. The Queen of Pentacles on her battered throne and her exhaustion from always caring for others before herself is a vivid contrast with the king's shiny throne, his abundance of food, and above all, his distance from the castle. He knows how to replenish and maintain his own well-being so he can keep taking care of others in good health and good spirits. All right. So maybe you're taking care of others instead of yourself, and you need to learn how to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others better, because you can't really take care of others until you learn how to take care of yourself. You know, fill your own cup first. It sounds kind of greedy. However, it needs to be done. It just needs to. If you can't fulfill your own needs, you know, you really need to fulfill your own. I don't know how to put that any clearer. I mean, fill your own cup first. All right. So what is a message for Cancer? What is a message for Cancer? What message do you have for Cancer? I'll take the one on top. Ishtar in communion. Oop. Your intimate relationship with the invisible world is being called upon right now as you enter unfamiliar environments and situations. It's time to commune with the great goddess, the aspect of the conscious universe in her most collaborative form. The world then becomes your oracle as it opens up and communicates everything you need in the form of signs, omens, and messages. Now is the time to pay attention to synchronicities in those moments when logic and reason fail to give you the full picture. The Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar reminds you of the time in her ancient temples when her priestesses served as oracles, communing with the goddess and imparting wisdom to the people who sought guidance. Look at everything in your life as an opportunity for communion, losing the need for self-centeredness, connecting to Source in a sacred, intimate way. You will not pray on your knees as a supplicant. You engage the great goddess as a partner in co-creation, participating in the making of worlds. No one needs to rescue you when you act empowered, aware, and awake to the wondrous miracle you're a part of. Yep. So there you have it. Give me a like if you want. If not, I'm all right with that too. I hope this helped everybody. Whoever watched it, I hope somebody got something out of it. Thank you. See you later.